Hey, Newfound John, how you doing? I was just finishing setting up here. Won't be long. You'll see my ugly mug. Hey, Tails, how you doing? Proper. Newfound John Production. Centroid's in the house. Wow, Centroid, how you been doing? Washington County News. How you feeling, Centroid? Uh, oh, cooler, Bill. Saigon 98, good afternoon to you. It's good evening here. It's 8 o'clock. I hope you guys got out flying today. I was supposed to, but I didn't. Oh, cool, Centroid. Well, Mark, I sent you a link just in case you want to come on. If you don't feel up to it yet, don't worry about it. Proper FPVs in the house. Yeah, it is evening, Saigon. No, nobody's got them sent out yet. They're all going to be, some people saying they're going to get them around the 11th of November. I know JDS ordered one too, and he's going to get one his on the 11th apparently. And I think also in Best Buy, if you order them from Best Buy, they come in on the 11th also. So you got 8 more days, 9 more days to wait. As who else had their notification saying it was on the 11th? I think John Donato also had it for the 11th, his notification, yeah. Hey, Dr. Drone, nice to see you. And everybody, please do the same routine. Hit that like button. Thank you all so much. And keep on checking out those channels, guys. YouTube's been taking away a lot of people lately, so check out the channels. Make sure you still got them supported. I'm very glad, Mark, you're feeling a lot better. Yep. I think you're gonna get at your house on the 11th. I think that's the way I think John was saying. I have to ask JDS when he comes on. He's about ready to pop on. Because I know Best Buy's supposed to get him for the 11th. So Johnson Ibass, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. You're pumped, yeah. Dr. Joan, did you order one also? Oh yeah, Tails. I got people come on my live stream, even on my panel every day and everything. And like Phantom Flight 101, 3 times last week, he had to resubscribe to my channel. And I had to resubscribe to his. I took his off and I had to resubscribe to him again. So it's they're purging pretty good. Yeah, I see Kim went flying this afternoon and I was going to do all the errands. Yeah. And when I got back, it looked like it rained, so no way I went flying. Oh, cool, Dr. Drone. Happy to hear that. Hope you're doing good there, Johnson Ibas. Hope you had a good weekend so far. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing?
What's up, Roger? How are you, sir?
Not bad, not bad. Yourself?
I'm okay. I just came in really quick to say what's up and see what's going on, hang for a little while, and then break out because there's boxing on and it's been a
Okay,
long
yeah,
day.
yeah. So, are you were working today, or did you go flying?
I work Saturdays and then I work during the week one day, which is
Okay,
alternating Wednesdays and Thursdays. This week I work Thursday, which means next week I work Wednesday. Like,
okay.
but with the holidays coming up, this guy wants me to do some extra time, which is kind of good, but it's kind of bad too because more money, more drones. You
Yeah. Gotta support the
know?
habit.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Centroid, how are you, sir? Furball. Oh, how are the reservations coming along for Roger Palooza? Mhm. Someone told me to say that in the Bluetooth here. I can't say who they are.
Uh-huh. Probably Paul.
Hmm?
I said probably Paul.
No, it's not Paul. But nice try though. I would have thought that. Dr. Drone and you guys, what's up? Johnson Ibass. Tales from Tales of the Solstice. So Roger, I have a question.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be asking this, maybe I shouldn't be. And Centroid, maybe you could answer this too. And maybe you too, Furball Kim. When am I going to see some FPV footage from when Val flew?
She's got the video. She's got the SD card. She got it the last week. So she's
You know
doing
what?
the
I'm talking to you through this, and I forgot to plug in my Yeti. I'm
okay.
actually, well, I'm only asking because I wanted to see how the bird flew that she built,
Yeah.
because I'm actually going to attempt building a bird again. But this time I'm going to have
See what Centroid wrote down.
Centroid. That's funny. I can't repeat that. But mother bleep, God bleep, kiss my bleep bleep with this reservation crap. LOL. Hey, look. Hey, look, Centroid. Centroid's like bleepity bleep to hell with the reservation thing. But what's going on is I'm looking to travel out of the country next year in 2020. And right now,
Okay.
hey, what's up, Hadley? And Canada looks like a prime spot because it's very close to New York, which means I don't have to fly cross country to leave the country. I just go north.
Yeah, that's it. Hey,
What's
Paul.
up, Paul?
Hey, how's everybody doing
Hey,
tonight?
Paul. We're doing good. You got a piece of chocolate right there, man. I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you, man.
Well, what you don't know, Lawrence, is you were right on the money. I was just eating brownies with Cool Whip on top of them.
Hey, Junk Food Alley, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Well,
oh yeah, I see junk foods in there. I thought you were talking to me.
excuse me a second. I have to keep jumping up to check this battery because I'm charging lipos for tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So, how was your afternoon, Paul?
Well, let's see, what did I do? I went out and bought an electric blanket. because I sleep in the chair and I've been getting cold at night. And I used to have, you can buy those electric throws that everybody uses. But all the throws don't work that good. So
Okay.
they usually break within months,
Okay.
So I went out to Sam's Club and bought, I wanted to buy an electric blanket. And I bought one and I got it home and it was a queen size blanket. I mean, I'm talking about my chair. It's a queen size blanket. So I says, well, hell, I don't know if that's even going to work. So I got a brand new one on my bed that I never used. And so I went and got it and brought it out. And the other one's still sitting there in the box. I'll just take it back,
Okay. Hey, Carpenter Rick, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Johnson Eyeglass.
I hope everyone had a good day today. Mine was It was all right. I did exactly nothing productive except go to work and pay some bills.
There you go.
Okay.
So I don't consider that a productive day. I just call that a fact of life that you have to do if you don't want to sleep on the park bench.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Indiana Kid, good morning, good morning. Or good evening, I should say.
It doesn't even make sense complaining about it anymore. Just shut up and do it.
Yeah.
Well, today I went and did my errands and all that, and then by the time I got back, I was starting to spit outdoors.
Someone in my ear said you also have the option of sleeping on the subway. This is pretty good. I can go on live with you guys and have like Ed McMahon in my ear, and you guys would never know.
3X drones, how you been doing? Yeah, great flight today. 3X drones, cool. Washington County News. Remember to change your clocks tonight. Yeah, that's one boring part. I hate doing that.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, but the alternative.
You get one more hour. You get one more hour of sleep.
Yeah, kinda. Because you're always worried about, now, did I reset the clocks right?
Yeah, well then it's gonna get darker faster outdoors. That's for sure.
In my mind, I keep saying spring forward, fall back. Spring forward, fall back.
Yeah.
So getting back to you, Roger, the Roger Palooza tickets are go on sale when after 2020 starts? Huh?
You got to check with Mark.
We got to decide. We got to decide which.
I got to find. No, I got to find. You know what? I would have to find a local hotel up there, because if I was staying with you guys, I know I wouldn't get any damn sleep.
Look, as you go to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning, then you get up around 5, 6.
Well, where was it that not Drone Girl, Katrina, where did they stay? Drummondville?
Yeah, in Drummondville. There's a hotel in Drummondville, yeah. Right on the side of the Trans-Canada Highway.
How far is that from you?
It's about 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes isn't bad.
Yeah.
20 minutes is good enough to hear the cops coming, and I could get away fast enough. In case you guys break out into a rumble, because you know they're going to, first person they're going to stop is the black guy.
Well, how big is Drummondville, Roger?
You mean population-wise?
Yeah, population.
It's quite big. I don't know what the population is there, but it's quite big, yeah.
All right. Well, all I'm saying is I just like to have an out. You know, they say the rat with one hole is the one that often gets caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm being fed this through the ear, guys.
Yeah. and you have to remember that you're probably going to be coming up here with your buddy, right? With Herman.
If I could get Herman across international lines, sure, but I don't know. That might be kind of hard.
You know, he needs a Visa card. He doesn't need a passport. Just needs a Visa card.
He just needs a Visa card. He doesn't need a passport.
Yeah, credit card.
When you come by the plane.
You can buy yourself across the border.
No. I'm not coming across the border in the back of some tractor trailer.
Hey, Jay San Diego, how you doing?
Hey, Jay Santiago, what's up, brother? How are you?
Paul, did you read what Centroid
Hey,
wrote?
Hadley. I Hadley, real quick. I went and I brought that iFlight stack, and I got the VTX that you told me, the long distance VTX. So the stack was supposedly dealt with today, and it'll probably go out on Monday or Tuesday. Tickets being printed. And the actual VTX I found cheaper from Banggood. So Bang You Good. So anywhere from 7 to about 15 days, I should be getting that. So
Hey,
th-
Nomad Unbroken, how you doing?
then the operation will
Don't
start
forget,
again.
guys, tomorrow night on Those Guys at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's with Novice Squads tomorrow night.
Yeah, come hang
5
out
p.m.
if you
Eastern
want to get
Standard Time.
cursed out and yelled at.
Yeah.
Johnson Ibass, how you doing, my friend? TCM Drones.
You didn't get a Centroid? Well, I'll send it again, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, come on in here and tell us
Mark's
about the
coming
plans.
in. This is cool.
Yeah.
And then we could ask the man in charge of organizing Roger Palooza what's going on.
Yeah, that's Mark.
3X Drones, how are you?
I sent it again, Mark.
I don't have his thing or I'd send it, but I
3X Drones, I just supported your channel.
Justin's in the house. Hey, Hadley. TCM
Yes.
Drones. Tim, how you doing? Got his name right. Yay. I kept on calling him Bill all morning. I don't know what the hell is that.
Been calling him Bill.
I don't know why. I know Bill is Nomad Unbroken.
Yep.
That's his name.
Hey,
Thumbs up this
hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yeah.
I know Herman is watching the fights tonight, he said.
Yes, Herman is watching the fights.
Yeah.
He is.
You see your little birdie in the ear?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yo, let me get off of here, man. I'm gonna hang out for a little while.
Hey, Broke Necks, how you doing? I got the pizza. Who's hungry? Middletown.
Okay, I'm going. See, we basically weren't even talking. He turned around, started watching boxing, and I was talking with you guys, and he was listening for a little while, but
okay,
the match must be on or something. But
Joe Mack, he hasn't met you
well,
before.
Hadley, thank you very much. You know what my problem was, Hadley? And to be honest, my eyes aren't as good as Paul's and Rogers. And when I look at something, no lie, I play golf. I can hit a golf ball from the tee, maybe about 225 on a good day, maybe about 245 yards. And I can almost follow that ball all the way to where it stops and then it disappears in the grass. But I can see a golf ball 100 yards to maybe 150 yards in the grass and tell whether it's a feather or a piece of paper. But looking at something this close, it's like I might as well close my eyes. Everything gets blurry. But I ordered a set of binocular headset, and it's supposed to be like a giant pair of glasses. And I tried it on in the store, just one they had on in the store real quick, because they were asking like $20-something. I found out you can get it cheaper.
Yeah.
But I ordered some, and hopefully I'll be able to see what the hell I'm soldering, which will be good. And I'm getting that soldering gun that you told me to get also. But getting back to you guys, hey, where's Mark at? Seems like Canadian mail is slow today.
Do you have Mark's address, Novice?
Yes, I do.
If you want to send an invite,
hold on, I'll send them an invite. Let me just copy your invitation and go to Gmail. All right. Give me a few seconds, Mark. Compose. Thank you, 3X, for subscribing. I appreciate it very much.
There's Mark.
He's in?
I'm here.
Okay. I must have been too damn slow then.
Hey, Mark, how are you feeling anyway, my friend?
Oh, I am feeling much better. Thank you very much.
You still sound a little nasally, but you're looking
Yeah.
not too bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Geeks Vana?
I'd say I'm about 94%. How's that?
Good.
Okay.
So-
11 Charlie RC, how you doing? Geek Savannah, hey.
So, if you all want an update on Roger Palooza and me being involved in this, I've made an executive decision.
I quit. You
No,
quit.
it's canceled.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's kind of
You-
messed up. Hey, what's up,
Well,
Geek
you want
Vana?
me to run it? That's my decision.
Everybody check out Broke Necks. He's from Alaska. Check out his channel. Joe Mack, I don't think he has you. Do you have Joe Mack Novice Squads?
No, I don't, but I can.
Hello,
This is-
Geek Savannah.
I'm
What's up,
going
Geeks
to.
Vana?
I'm going to support his channel right now.
Okay.
Okay, ATV man. See, now he would do good with the Scotty O2 with that ATV.
Yep.
That would be some hot stuff.
Yeah, I think-
next. I just supported your channel.
Yeah, I think this Skydio 2 is more of a selfie drone, for that follow
It
me
is.
mode.
It is
I don't
because
see it.
it's a one-trick pony.
Hmm
11
Well,
Charlie RC.
what they're saying now is that maybe it's going to be used by police and fire and
supported your
rescue.
channel.
so that they can go in like close quarters, like into a building and things like that.
That's good if you're filming a movie, an action scene,
Yep.
or something, But to be honest, I'm gonna wait for everybody to get one.
And
then
then
when
you're going to buy
everybody
it cheap.
goes out and buys the Skydio 2, they'll come out with the Mavic 3 and say, "You should have waited." I honestly don't think they're gonna come out with the Mavic 3 until much later on, though. Seriously, at least until next. They could stretch out the Mavic 2 for another year or so. Seriously, if you think about it, because they're still
Geek Savannah
doing great
said, Mark, he's
sales.
glad you're feeling better.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we were able to stream on Wednesday night. I still had a little bit of a cough, but it's
What'd you have, the
it's-
flu or something?
no, it was just a bad. It was more in my throat and a little bit in my lungs. It wasn't the flu. I just couldn't talk.
Was
And
it
that kind of
Okay.
puts a damper on the whole teaching bit.
maybe like a
Yeah,
chest cold
yeah.
or something?
I
Yeah,
used
I
to.
don't know. It was going around. A lot of kids had it actually, so I must have picked it up at school.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you do it,
usually
Joel.
when I caught laryngitis. Well, I usually caught laryngitis. I used to be a substitute teacher in an alternative high school
Mhm.
during the Koch administration here in New York, and I'm going to tell you, the time in my life where I was sick the most was amongst those damn teenagers.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Here you go, Paul. Now that's a chocolate bar. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. Seeing
You could-
him eating all that chocolate this morning.
You could bust someone in the head with it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I just took it out of the fridge on top of that. Everybody check everybody's channel out because YouTube's been fooling around a lot. So check them out.
11 Charlie, I supported your channel as well. Nomad Unbroken, I think I already have you, but I'll check. No, I do
I
not.
had to resubscribe. I had to resubscribe.
Wait a minute.
this morning.
Nomad Unbroken, isn't that wasn't that another
Nomadic Bike.
YouTube? Yeah, there you
Nomadic,
go. Yeah, okay. Well, re-supporting your channel, dude.
Logan
Something
Carpenter.
happened to the other channel? Hey, what's up, Logan Carpenter?
Like I was supposed to go flying this afternoon, but as soon as I got home from doing all my errands and all that, it started spitting rain outdoors. So it's the hell with that. Kim had a chance to go and fly though when I was going to do the errands. Lucky Kim.
I'm glad Kim is getting in some stick time.
Oh yeah.
I really am, because he needs to
Yeah.
keep his mind off of Val.
Oh, there's my
Lucky.
man.
Lucky I didn't start my. Lucky I didn't charge my batteries though this morning.
Phenomena.
Da,
Yeah.
da, da,
How
da,
you doing there, Manana?
Phenomena.
da, 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 da,
Phenomena.
da, 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 da.
You know, you sent that to me, Paul, and I busted out laughing as soon as I saw it because I had the flashback of watching it from the first time.
Yeah.
Well, I've got Lynn making hand puppets
Oh Lord.
so that
Oh no!
I'm going to have one of them, and then I'm going to give the other two, the little yellow snouted ones, to Robert, and then we're going to do a duet on here.
Robert got that what we call that camera chat and snap on.
Oh yeah, he got camera chat.
You got the camera, the snap camera or whatever it is.
Snap camera, yeah, that's it.
Snap cam.
Yeah,
that's a fun little thing.
Well, he pulled up one, Mark, that looked like what's the frog on there?
Kermit the Frog. They must have had an update because I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Yes, it must be an update.
Yeah, so everybody, thanks for hitting that like button. Much appreciated.
Yeah. See, those are loyal people.
Yep.
Those are loyal people and friends.
Wait. You're right. You reminded me.
Oh, I thought you were the one to give me the thumbs down, Mark.
Well, no, give me a second.
No, but see, you already got one.
No, there you go. You got two now.
Oh, see? Oh, shit, he does.
Got to keep it balanced, yin and yang and that kind of thing.
Keep it balanced, yeah.
You know what's funny? If I don't average 1 or 2 per video, per live stream, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
You can't make everybody happy, If everybody likes it, something's wrong.
That's right.
Well, you know what? YouTube, from what I understand, YouTube wants to see the likes and dislikes because then that shows controversy.
Exactly.
And they like controversy. And
I like to think I'm doing Roger a favor.
Yeah.
The like button is
11
smashed.
Charlie RC, thank you so much. Yes, sir. And everybody, check out 11 Charlie RC. He does live streams also. And he has a great crowd on his live streams, guys. So you check him out.
I'll be back. My cup runneth dry.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No. Sidewinder FPV. Good day, good day. And everybody check out Sidewinder FPV. This is his second channel. Give him as many supporters as we can. He's at 92 subscribers, guys. I'd like to hit him 100 tonight if we can.
What's his name? Sidewinder?
Yep.
I may already have him, but I'll double check.
But he has 2 channels. This is his second one.
Oh, Sidewinder. I got you. 93 now.
Oh, wish her happy birthday for us there, Joe Mack. Tale of the Solistics. Problem with the dislike button. The trolls abuse it with bots and all. Yeah, I know that, Tales. Yeah. Been there, done, have that done to us already before.
Hey, Mark, do you have the FR Sky Lite controller?
No. I've tried it. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's just personal. Okay. I like the size of the box in my hand. At first, I thought I would like it, but I don't know why. I'm a pincher, so I should say I'm a hybrid, so I like to go back and forth. I don't feel comfortable pinching on the FR Sky Lite because it's like a game controller. I default directly to my thumbs on that when it's in my hand.
Okay. I was just wondering because
I hear good things. It's a great controller.
I'm trying to find somebody with one to see how it fits in my hands because my nephew calls me the joystick killer because I play Xbox and Xbox One, and even from the days of original PlayStation, I've gone through lots of controllers.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I have an Xbox One and I have the Elite controller, and it feels like the Elite controller in my hand.
Wow. I've had the Elite controller in my hand, so I know what you're talking. It feels.
I mean, you should. It's got. I think the part, the little prongs that come down that sit in your palm may be a little longer, but generally speaking, it's almost like an Xbox One controller. It really is.
Okay, then maybe I don't want to fly with something like that.
Geek Savannah, you take care, buddy.
And
Later, Sean.
and I remember having this discussion on your live channel. There were a lot of things I heard that were not good about it, but have had to since retract. Like you can adjust the gimbals, and apparently they're a lot easier to adjust on the light than they are on the on the on the
On the
QX7,
Tyrannus?
on the Tyrannus.
Okay.
So because when the first time I tried one, those things were stiff. It was like playing with it really was like playing with a game controller. And that's the first thing that turned me off. But then when I tried one that was a little lighter, I found myself kind of fighting to pinch if I wanted to pinch. And if you're a thumber, I think it's phenomenal.
I am. I do fly with my thumbs, but my issue is I do it because I like to have my finger on a kill switch.
Mm-hmm.
I have an arming switch, the same thing. So in the event I get into trouble or need to kill it, I kill the props right there instantaneously. I like that control. Maybe it comes from flying camera drones a lot.
Maybe, but I found it took me a little getting used to. But when I'm pinching, my middle finger is kind of resting right there near my kill switch. So I just flip it up and it hits the kill switch if I need to. But that takes a little practice if you're used to using your pointer finger or something.
No, I honestly use my thumbs like I'm flying a camera drone only because I have those carpal tunnel moments. Where you're flying straight and smooth, then all of a sudden your thumb twitches.
Oh yeah, I don't have carpal, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, they call those carpal tunnel moments. Hey Paul, your blood sugar's getting low.
Why?
Because you're falling asleep.
Looks like you're falling asleep on us.
Oh no, I'm over here. I'm checking out people in the chat. Make sure I still got them subscribed.
Oh, okay. Indiana Kid. I have never seen you before, and I have you subscribed. Yep, okay. I tried.
Don't forget, everybody, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. It's Novice Squads on Those Guys. So don't forget, 5 p.m. tomorrow night.
5 o'clock, yep.
I'll make sure I show up and dislike it.
And then also
hey, right now you got 3 dislikes.
Yeah. And after that, we got Centroid tomorrow night.
No, we don't.
Oh, no?
I don't go on Sunday. Not Sunday night.
Okay, so on Wednesday nights. Okay, sorry about that.
And it may, keep your ears out, and maybe may not be because Steve has moved and he may not have internet by then. So hey, what's up, Hadley?
Yeah, he said he moved to a new place.
Yeah, it should have moved today, I think, or yesterday.
He was on his phone today, I think.
Joe Mack, I just supported your channel.
Well, I got another build about to happen now. Novice quads.
What do you work? I see you got the light on. What are you working?
Well, this is not the build. I'm putting some motor mounts and arm guards on one of my other quads. These little things.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I just printed those out.
But they come in handy.
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna say hi to a couple of people. Exotic, bonjour, comment ça va? J'espère que ça va très bien. Boy Woods, how you doing? Nice to see you. Chris Hope is in the house. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button. Much appreciated.
Hey, what's up, Chris Hope?
So I've got this Transtech frame that I'm going to be using for the build for 5-inch. Transtech, yeah. Let me figure out the laser. I think it is Transtech laser.
Okay.
It's actually, it turns out Corey Mano uses it and he likes it, so it was a coincidence. I might have even gotten that name from him for all I know.
Well, I found out for myself. Thank you, Joe Mack, for the support. I found out because my eyes aren't so good. Why am I putting together a power distribution board, a flight controller, and a VTX? Why don't I just buy a stack? So this morning, while the wife and daughter were asleep, I ordered an iFlight stack, 30 by 30 stack, for a long distance bird that I plan on building. And at the same time, I ordered an AKK long distance VTX.
Nice.
So, and hold on, I'm not done yet. But December 9th is my birthday.
Good.
Before December 9th, I will, if this works out right, I should have 2 long distance birds on Crossfire.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice.
So I set a goal. And this is also while attempting to save up money for Mavic 2 Pro.
Now you
Oh,
know
nice.
why you're working.
Yeah, right.
What happened? Well, listen, I only work 2 days a week. This
Yeah.
guy has a cleaning service. I'm not going to lie. Some of the people's houses that we clean, they're just effing slobs.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he pays me $15 an hour, which is the standard rate, tax free. Okay.
Very
And
good.
on the
Very
days
good.
that I work with him, it's anywhere from 2 to 4 jobs. So I
Yeah.
come home with a little bit of tax free money. I put a little bit in the bank for the Christmas holidays and
Yeah.
and take others to pay bills. And hopefully by the time I get my Christmas bonuses this year,
Mhm.
it'll help be enough to get them added
Sure.
too.
Oh yeah, for
Nice,
sure.
nice. Well, I've joined the ranks of the stacks after helping Kim and Val. I went with a Mamba stack. I'll be putting into this
That's
thing.
what's in this bird
Oh.
right here. Hadley built for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And I'm trying. I think I think I was in the chat typing, and I think you responded. I'm really breaking the mold that I've developed, learning from Louis P. Floyd and all. So I'm going away from what I normally put in there. So I went with a Mamba stack, but I'm going with these iFlight X or Zing motors. I don't know. Have you seen
Everyone's going zing crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's just I came across them, looked at a couple of reviews. They were about the same price.
What are
but
they? 2205s? What?
No. These are
25s?
These are 2306s
Okay.
at 2450 kV.
Okay.
So
So you
we'll
should
see.
be able to move pretty fast.
I think so. Hey, look, Roger, I just got two links from you. They just came in. Just saying.
Justin, I don't know if you got the link. Justin, I sent you a link also. I don't know if you got it or not.
But as far as that's
let me let me know how those Zing motors are, because Mr. Crawley has some Zing motors that he's putting into a bird as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually raving about them here in New York too.
Really? Well,
Yes.
I then it's just by dumb luck that I came across them. Then that's good. And I'm also very excited because I do fly with some people from time to time. I finally figured out how to do smart audio on my. So now I can do that. So
On
I can
your
switch,
radio?
Yeah. So now I can switch frequencies in OSD.
Now that's I have smart audio, but I don't know how to get to that section. I don't know if it's when I move the stick to the left and up to the right, to pull up the on screen through my goggles. That's about all I know how to do. I can get into the yaw, the expo, all of that stuff, and set up profiles, but I don't know anything about the actual changing frequencies.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'd have to bring it up, but it's not that hard. You just go under. There's a settings section. It doesn't say, and then it'll say frequencies, and then you can go and change it from there.
I'm gonna have to take my time and just sit there and burn a couple of batteries looking for it, probably.
Yeah, it's a nice little doohickey. I need to put it in all my drones though. I only have it in two.
No,
right
that's
now.
good to know, because tomorrow morning Justin, Drone Evolution, and I is supposed to be going to the local park to do some FPV. Hadley built both of these birds for us. I have one, he has one, Curtis Dart has one, and right now Justin and I can't fly at the same time because the VTXs are set to the same frequency.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna help you out then. I'm gonna
Chris, no, I didn't change cameras. It's the same one.
One of my latest investments was a ground station, so I don't have to always.
I'm trying not to, man. I'm really trying not to. And if I do get a ground station, it's got to help with distance.
Oh, okay.
Chris Hope, I guess it's all these storms we had there that made my internet better.
this one cost maybe $60, if that, $50-$60.
You don't fly using that.
No. No, this is for ride-alongs and for working, because it's what, if I want to check out my my camera on I don't have to pull out the.
Right, you don't have to put the goggles on it.
Right, exactly. So
I got you.
I'm gonna plug in and I'm gonna see if I can.
Chris Hope
tell you what to look for.
Crystal clear tonight. No, I didn't change settings or nothing.
Well, Zoom makes you look like a freaking movie star, The Godfather. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up smart audio, hopefully, without breaking everything around here. If it's working, I think this is the drone I have it on.
Because I just found out how to bring up the on-screen display. The
Yep.
guy that I was showing, we were supposed to be flying FPV, and he has a Shenzhen Cinewoop, and I have my Mega B. So we went to the park to go fly, but he's always flying line of sight, and I forced him to put his goggles on and freaking fly. And he was like, "Oh, hold on, I need to turn this down." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Put your goggles on, I'll show you." And I was like, "Yo, how do you do this?" So he showed me the command to bring up the on-screen display. So that shows you how much of a noob I am. And I don't mind admitting that I am, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm learning fast. I'm like a freaking sponge.
Yeah, Chris Hope, we had 2 very bad storms here. On Thursday, we had a rainstorm. We got floodings all over the place.
Listen, keep that stuff above the international line.
And then Friday, we had very bad windstorms. Lots of places got hit, trees down. We had road closures, everything, and because of the winds. We got up to 105-kilometer-an-hour winds. It's about, what, 80 miles an hour? It was...
Well, that must be what came through here, because we had a lot of snap trees. They even believe at one time and point, a small tornado might have formed, because usually in a tornado, it snaps trees in half.
Yeah.
And if it's a windstorm, it just knocks the whole tree over. So it was a little bit of both. But in one small area, there were a few trees snapped completely in half.
Okay, well, here in the province of Quebec, there was 1 million people with no power at one time.
Oh, wow.
My brother just got his power back at 5 o'clock tonight.
Oh, damn.
And that was since Friday.
Sounds like California, less fires. You want to know what? And I hate to say this, but and I have a lot of sympathy for people who have lost properties and stuff in California, and I feel for them and their families. But come on, this happens every year.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Chris. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I see the screen. I see save and reboot.
I'll pin your video. Hold on. There you go.
Okay, so I'm new to this, so I'm still kind of messing around with it. I just want to make sure you can see all the
right
menu
there.
choices.
Right there was best you had it.
There we go. How's that?
Right there is good. Yeah. That's good.
It's got to focus though.
I'm gonna pin your video so I can see it. Go ahead.
Okay, so if I'm just gonna exit again, right? So just to make sure I'm on the right. So basically, you know how to get to the menu, right?
Yes.
I think you go to features.
Okay.
And then you hit to the right, and then you've got your VTX SA, and it's right here, the VTX TR. When you hit to the right, you've got your band, so you can switch.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so you can switch. Oops. Let's see if I can.
Is that simple?
So you go to your band, and you should be able to. There you go. So you want Fat Shark, and then you go down to channel, and you go to your channel.
Wow.
And then you set it, and what should happen?
It should reboot the camera.
It should and then I should lose the signal.
Right, because it's on another frequency and you have to search for it.
Yeah, so let's just make sure set.
Dude, thank you so much. Because at that main menu, I go down to rates. And that's when I mess with Expo and stuff to slow the drone down and stuff. And I've never been in the features, but now when I go tomorrow morning to fly with Justin, what I will actually do is I will change my frequency, and he's still flying line of sight and I'm flying with goggles. But because both of our drones are on the same frequency, I have to let him fly line of sight, and then I go burn a battery. But now that you just I appreciate this very much. You learn something new every day.
No problem, man.
You learn something new every day. Seriously. And then what I'll do is I can actually fly while he's practicing line of sight. Now, see that I appreciate that.
No problem, man. Yeah, it's when you go, it's right under profile, and for some reason, it's not rebooting the camera. I should lose the signal.
If you hit save and reboot, it's supposed to.
Let's try that.
Now it should blink out.
Chris
And
Hope says, always the teacher, Mark.
of course,
Good luck,
because you're
teacher.
showing me it doesn't want to work.
Always a teacher, yeah.
No,
Let's
you know
see.
what? Don't feel bad, Mark, because my wife says I have teacher syndrome.
Oh, really?
You know, because I used to teach high school students, and I'm the kind of person, I know how to get your attention. Words have power,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So what I used to do to get the kids' attention is at the beginning of class, I'd say, look, this is what we have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get through this, you can play video games for the rest of the damn program.
Yeah, right.
You know, and but not, you know, you can't say damn and stuff, but I get my point across. And what we do, we knock out the lesson. People are having problems, I step to the side with them while the other kids are playing video games.
There you go. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
no
never,
problem, man.
I had never, well, to be honest, I just learned how to bring up the on-screen display, like I said.
What I'm going to do is and I can't wait to play around with it because, you know, I don't play much with my pins, but you should be able to change your rates on here too, can't you?
I do. That's what I'm talking about. The Expo, I play around with, and the rates for the center whoop, because you want that smooth, fluent motion. So you slow things down a little bit, and you just focus on throttle maintenance or throttle control. Once you find that right tune.
Because I want to sit in your class.
Who says that? Oh,
Chris Hope.
Chris Hope.
You really? Is he talking about me?
Yeah, gotta
You
be.
really want to learn some calculus, huh?
Hey, Saigon 98, how you doing?
And you know what's funny? The goggles, I must want to listen to music. The goggles that I'm using are Justin's. And only because, believe it or not, and you're going to laugh at this, I learned how to fly FPV on the cheapest, smallest field of view goggles there are out there on the market. EV100s.
Okay.
Now, if you could imagine looking through a toilet paper tube.
Oh, Jesus.
At a stamp. That's what those goggles look like. And when I put on Justin's AMWays V1s, it was like switching to freaking IMAX.
Oh, really?
Dude, I went from a 22 degree field of view to a 37.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like looking at a 13-inch and then getting a freaking 50-inch.
Hey, Drone Pool.
Drone Pool, how are you?
What's up,
I
Drone
should
Pool?
have your iFlight Cinebee 75 in a couple of weeks. Dude, you're going to like it.
Hey, JDS. Okay, you're the guy we wanted to ask you a question. You ordered your mini Mavic. Did they say which date you're going to receive it? Because some people here want to know if is there a date?
Aren't there different lots or different months that people are getting them?
That's for the yellow one there, for the
Skydio
2. That's for the Skydio 2. But the Mavic Mini is supposed to be sent out, I think, for the 11th of November, I think.
They start shipping after the 11th, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the first batch. I know some people that got emails saying that they would not receive it until mid-December, late December. So they're hoping to get them for Christmas.
Okay.
Well, let's see if they have a bunch. They're small enough to fill a tractor trailer with 1 million.
Chris Hope says he's getting his on the 11th. Okay.
Congratulations. Oh, Mark, and the best thing I like about that iFlight stack is just a little ribbon cable powers it and plugs it up. All you have to do is just solder what you want. The VTX, your buzzer, and whatever else you want to hook up to.
Well, yeah, that's what I like about the Mama stack too. Is it's got the power going right to the flight controller, right from the ESC. Which
I don't have my glasses on.
How much did that cost?
Huh?
How much was yours?
This Mamba?
No,
I actually had Hadley build 5 of these, and he had 5 Mamba stacks to put in.
Right.
I could not tell you what it cost.
No, what about the iFlight one that you bought?
Oh, the iFlight was $53.
Yeah, this is 43. And I had to try it because if something goes, I'm just going to replace the whole stack because my ESCs that I've been using are like almost $40 alone.
Well, are you
30
using 6S batteries?
No,
Okay,
I'm not.
well, I'm going to tell you something. That Mamba stack is rated for 6S. So is the iFlight. So if you're flying 4S batteries,
Yeah.
it'll be kind of hard to burn it out.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's rated up to 6S, so I can fly 4S, is what you're saying, right? So yeah, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, just the price alone.
This is the Mamba F405 MK2.
Which one's this? Mamba.
I don't know if you guys, the camera focus, can you guys see that? Right there?
That looks like
That's good.
that's the exact same one I have.
Yeah, you're going to like that. You're going to like that.
Well, it's the one we put into Val's and Kim's quad, so.
Huh?
It's the one we put into Val and Kim's quad. That's why I felt comfortable buying it. Hey, what's up, JDS?
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't have the eyes to do 3 boards when I can buy a stack and add a VTX and a camera. It's a lot easier. What you doing, Paul?
Oh no! Look,
You reminded me, Bills.
Huh?
Bills. You remind me.
Balancing my checking account.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's what you call it?
Bills. Yep.
You want to know what,
Well,
Paul?
JDS, are you going to do a
Long
review on it?
gone are the days where people balance their checkbooks, and I come to find out the friends and people I know that balance their checkbooks like I do, we're a dying breed, my friend.
Oh, we balance.
We're a dying breed.
Oh yeah.
Well, I went to a party one time not too long ago, and it was a graduation party. I think it was last summer. And there was 3 young gals there one was in college and 2 were in high school. And the one that was in college, she was telling them about how, the girl in high school says, yeah, I've got my own checking account now. And the one girl says to her, well, how do you know how much you can spend? And she says, well, as long as I get checks, I can just keep writing checks.
Yeah. Oh, I still got checks in my checkbook. I must have money.
Yeah. And so then the college girl says, yeah, I got a Visa credit card to go to college with. And the other girl says, well, how much you spend on that? She says, whatever I want. Says, I don't care. Dad's paying for it or somebody is.
Well, there you
go.
You know what? I'm going to say just one thing. It must be nice to have someone to do these things for you, because I mentioned that I work for a cleaning service, right?
Yep.
And one guy, he's dead now, but when he was alive a few years back, this guy owned MagnaCare. Okay, now MagnaCare, I don't know if you guys know about it throughout the rest of the United States, but here on the Northeast coast, they were one of the largest pharmaceutical companies at one time. And
really?
He sold it for $33 million.
Oh, geez.
Okay. And this guy, he's one of these success stories, come to America, get rich and die rich. He came to the United States and got a job at a butcher shop and slept in a butcher shop until they had enough money to get a room to sleep in. And he died a millionaire. And
really?
This it must be nice. I've never experienced it, but it must be nice to say, hey, Roger, hey, Paul, hey, Mark, let's go to California and eat some Chinese food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That must really be nice. But then I think about it, and I'm happy enough to go down the block to the local Chinese food joint, because with more money becomes more problems and more issues.
Oh, that's true.
A lot of people.
Well, what begins to happen though too is, Lawrence, is if you're going to run with those kind of people, you got to have the like amount of attitude and the amount of money they're not going to sit down with an average person and, go get a dinner at Bob Evans or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You may go into a place to eat like Peter Luger's here in New York. Now I'm going to tell you, from the 1920s, this place has always been affiliated with mobsters. It's one of the best steakhouses in New York, or so they say. But if you go in there, you're going to spend $100 before you even get to your damn table.
Well, there you go.
And I've never been to this place, but I've known a lot of people have gone in there, and it dawned on me. I always ask them the same thing: how was the steak? And most of them say it was a good steak, but I could have made a freaking better one at home.
Well, you're going there for the atmosphere. That's what you're paying for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You go to see the big, heavy guy sitting in the corner with the two goons standing on each side of the table. You go there for that ambiance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Hope. Paul Murray said Bob Evans.
Somebody say Bob Evans. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things in the freezer. Bob Evans breakfast bowls.
So now you've gotten into this FPV thing hard, Mark.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. And actually, this build, I was going to start building it this weekend, but everybody, I don't know if everybody knows this, but I got a drone club approved at my school at the end of last year, and we started it. We just got done selling 1,400 candy bars.
Wow.
Of course, I will only see $300 of that out of all that money, but that's okay. It's a fundraiser. Kids did a great job. The district's promising me all kinds of stuff because we have a CTE program.
You're starting to sound like Max Headroom.
What's that? A little better?
No.
Yeah. Like when you started moving around, it started going out.
Is that? Oh, now your light went back on the thing.
Is that a little better?
Yeah, that's
better.
perfect.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay.
The lights on the side of your headphones went out.
Yeah, well, I unplugged it to plug it back in.
Chris Hope, you're right. Guido and his cousins.
Yeah, and so the district approved this club, and lo and behold, that they brought in a tech teacher who's 2-year CTE program circulating all around drones and aerial work from surveying and 3D modeling and videography. So they've hooked me up with him, and because I'm hooked up with him, they're throwing money at the club, so that's good. But you know how long it takes for administration to come through. But apparently they ordered a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 computers set up with Tyrannuses so we can get the simulators going.
Okay.
I've got 3 or 4 tiny whoops coming. We got the kits ready for the CNY drones competition that they're paying for. So it's fantastic. So the kids have been wanting to meet, and I'm like, we can't do anything. We have nothing.
Can I give you some advice?
Yeah.
As far as that class?
Yeah.
We have a guy here in New York who does drone training 24/7. That's all he does. He goes from school to school to school.
Right.
Look into getting telos. There's a program that there's a program that DJI has. If you're going to offer coding or something like that, they will give you the telos at a crazy price.
Oh well, we'll look into that.
And telos are also they've made the telos open source.
Okay,
so
good.
You can sit there and teach the kids how to write a 5-line code that makes it take off, do a 360 or whatever, and land.
And guys, give me one second.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Ragnarok, I don't know if that's the right way I say it. FPV. Welcome to the channel.
Ragnarok.
Okay.
Ragnarok.
Welcome to the channel. I supported your channel. People will check out your videos. You don't have to ask for supporters or anything. They will support your channel. And I just give you a wrench. There's 3 rules in here: no politics, no foul language, no racist remarks. And that's all.
Ragnarok just supported your channel.
So this guy wants to get in. This guy wants to get into Raspberry Pi programming with these things. We're talking high tech programming, but yeah, he wants to do that.
This is good, but that's good though.
Yeah, so
that's great.
So what I'm going to do though is we have a meeting to collect the money this week from the last few sales. But I told the kids, I said, You want to start building a drone? We'll build mine. I'll build mine with them, and they can start to see. I have one
Right.
drone that's on the fritz. So I'll start doing some some troubleshooting.
Right,
with them.
right.
And we'll have the camera set up, and I got to do something. These kids want to work, and I'm just waiting on money and supplies. Because I'm not going to have a meeting and just sit there and go.
It's good. It's good experience for you
Mm-hmm.
to build and work on the drone that's you're troubleshooting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you stress to them that if you break it and you can fix it, that's what gets their interest. Oh wow, you mean I could crash this into a wall and totally repair it?
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point. Yeah, that's the whole point. So
that's basically what it is.
So I'd like to see if I can get some of these kids into racing, not so much FPV 5-inch quad racing, but we're starting to have some organizations
Tiny whoop racing
that do the multi GP around here. They've been holding some races. So I can put together a few kids together that'll do it. We'll be able to start practicing that.
Are you in those guys NYC, New York City?
Curtis, how you doing, Curtis?
Hey, what's up, Curtis?
Hey, what's up, Curtis? I'll send you an invite because there's a guy, Tony Frankie Reed. He's the one that does all of this coding and stuff for kids. And he's the one who I found out that DJI, if you're doing coding or anything related to that with kids, DJI will give you the tellos at crazy prices.
Well, I'll go talk to this guy. His name's Ed. He's working with me on the club too. I'll mention that
mention
to him
it to him. Mention it to him and have him do some research. You can even contact someone like if you have an affiliate link and stuff like that already through DJI, I'm sure they're more than willing to give you that information.
Yeah, no, I don't have one.
Curtis. I sent you a link, Curtis.
But that's good to hear you're doing that in school.
Oh yeah. It's just been a lot of work the paperwork and.
Well, unfortunately, I do know the bureaucracy of the Board of Ed.
Yeah.
I worked in it here in New York during the Koch administration. During the Koch administration, Mayor Koch decided that he would lay off starting with 2,600 teachers, and you needed a minimum guideline of 3 years. Well, when he did that, he actually launched my computer career because when he did that, I was a substitute teacher. And at the time, the state of New York paid for 1 semester of a college course. So you could work towards advancing, getting a bachelor or whatever. And when he laid the 2,600 teachers off, the minimum requirement was 3 years, and I had 2.5 years in.
Really?
So being that they liked me so much at the school, what they did was they hired me in the computer department.
Oh, nice.
And that literally launched a 27 to 30 year plus computer career.
Nice.
So, and we were programming, you remember DB4?
Oh, yeah.
Database 4? We wrote our own programs and everything for DB4 to work in that school. And that software program in 1997 was in 170 satellite schools.
Dude, you asked a silly question. I used to program in Fortran and Pascal. So just to let you know how old and what I've been through.
Guys, he's talking punch cards.
Yeah.
Almost. He's talking, actually he's talking the next generation after punch cards.
Yeah, pretty much. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Well, that was a period, wasn't it, when they had the great big reel-to-reel computers?
Yeah.
Buzz.
Paul, you want to send another link to Curtis in case you didn't get it? Might get mine.
Okay, I can.
And I'll be right back, guys.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Any school that's teaching coding or anything technically involved that needs to be involved in today's time, like they just opened 2 high schools here in New York. They didn't. The last one they opened was 1.5 years ago, and the other one was 3 years before that. But these are high schools for nanotechnology.
Oh, nano, really? Nice.
Yes. And right now, anything nanotechnology is worth investing in.
That's cool.
And finally, the United States is starting to see why we are so far behind in technology. And it's basically because we're not teaching nanotechnology. We're not teaching coding anymore, which is basically computer programming.
Right.
On its way, Curtis.
So the fact that you're getting your school into it and it's slowly spreading, maybe not in my lifetime, but eventually kids will go to school just for that.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
know,
we do have to change the way we do things. We're pretty archaic with the way we teach and get kids ready
well,
for.
that it's not that, it's the educational system in a whole.
Well, that's it. I went to a workshop, well, a big symposium where they had all these leading manufacturers and people in industry, and they're telling teachers what we should be teaching to get
Mm.
kids ready for the real world because they don't see these skills that kids should have. Yeah, they need to be able to read, write, do some basic math and stuff like that. But we're really so old fashioned with the way we teach kids, and and everybody in there was a tech teacher. I was like the only math teacher that's part of the STEM. They call it STEAM
Yeah,
now: science,
yeah.
technology, engineering, arts, and math. I was the only math teacher in the room, and I raised my hand. I said, as the only math teacher in here, I said, you got me. You're preaching to the choir. I said, I know I've got to do things differently. I want to do what you want to do. But as a math teacher, New York State puts forth this intense curriculum that we have to get through, which doesn't allow for too much flexibility and to be able to do some of this stuff. I
Right.
said, have you talked with with the state ed department? Because that's who you need to talk to change the curriculum so we can have more flexibility to do this kind of stuff. And they're like, yeah, we're always trying, we're always failing. So it's like we're at a dead end. They want us to bring all this stuff into the classroom, but New York State with all the state tests, I can't take 2 months off and start, going to real world math when I got to get them ready for stuff that New York State thinks they still need to know
Right.
how to
Well, it's
do,
like
which
here
is
in New
like
York.
60 years old.
Here down in the metropolitan area of New York, they've lowered the speed limit in most towns at 25 miles per hour. Everyone's saying we should drive slower to prevent accidents and keep people from being killed, but no one's doing 25.
Right.
Excuse me a second. I gotta check this light bulb. Perfect timing.
Curtis, did you get the link or not?
I'm going from a paraprofessional to a substitute teacher, and I had the option of being a full-time teacher, but it's funny, the actual high school that I was supposed to graduate from, I actually had to drop out in the 11th grade because my mom's had lost her job and it was time for me to step up and be a man and get a job. But
Right.
the high school that I went back to and actually graduated from, on graduation day, I said, thank you very much for helping me get my senior year in, my year and a half in, and my junior to senior year in. And good riddance. I hope you guys do well in life. You'll never see me again. And 2.5 years after getting an associate's, I wanted going back there to start teaching.
That's funny. Well,
Did you see what Saigon 98 posted? I will post on Facebook doing a YouTube live streams about my Mavic Mini giveaway.
Saigon. The fact that you're giving away a Mavic Mini, I would just watch to see who won it.
Now, Novice, when I went back to my old high school and told them I was being a teacher, they all thought I was lying. They're like, really? No, not you.
No, I
not
listen.
You. I'm like, yeah, me. And they're like, what are you teaching? Math. That put them over the top. They're like, you sucked at math.
That's when you see the tops of their heads. That's when you see the tops of their heads blow off.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, there goes the future.
But you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You ever see a group of kids skateboarding, right?
Yeah.
There's always that one black kid hanging with them doing tricks. Well, I was that dude, right? Now, what's funny is when I went back to the school and I got laid off by Mayor Koch, one of my jobs working at the computer department, when I went back as a computer personnel, they called it back then, was to learn software that they were introducing to the school and then sit down with the assistant principal and decide whether it was worthy or not to put in the curriculum to teach the teachers and in turn would teach the students.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
So I would evaluate computer software for the school. And what made it a pisser was most of the teachers that I was a dick to were in my class.
Oh my God.
And it's the shoe. They all told me, they were all adults. We were adults. I was younger than them. And they told me, how does it feel to be in front with
Yeah.
all of us sitting here? You know,
Yeah.
and they gave me hell at times, but we got the job done and stuff like that. But to
That's
show
all
how
that
funny
matters.
the shoe switches feet all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's funny.
But there's nothing more I enjoy. I have a saying, each one teach one.
Yeah.
Everybody read what Saigon wrote down here. Saigon says, I will post on Facebook and doing a YouTube live stream about my Mavic Mini 2020 giveaway.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes. And
I don't have Facebook, so I'm out of that. Paul, how long is safe enough without ditching it? Joe Mack asked you a question, Paul. Okay, you answered it. Okay. Hey, Curtis.
hey, what's up, Curtis? Curtis got his coat on like he just finished shoveling snow.
Yeah, do you just finish shoveling or what?
Nope. I'm just getting ready for Christmas.
Hey,
Oh my
what's
God.
up, Curtis?
All right. Well, my
wish
friends
you a
got
Merry
radio
Christmas.
charge.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh wait, it's still
Wish you a
November.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Curtis, every time I try to catch you doing your Sims, either you're taking the video down or I miss your live streams, man. What's up with that?
So on my last, I've only done 2.
Yeah.
On my last one, the battery on my RC died on me.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
So it was like
just
I got
finished
on there. It's
charging
only
my
on for a
radio.
few minutes, and I was like, fiddlesticks. So I took it down.
Did you just say fiddlesticks?
I said I'm
Lord
showing
have
my
mercy.
age. I realize that, but yes,
No,
I
I'm
said
just-
fiddlesticks.
Fiddle dee dee.
Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm actually going to try the what is it called? The oh geez, it's on the tip of my tongue. The GTA 5 mod where you do FPV. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
No.
So there's the video game that's somewhat controversial because I mean it's all about stealing and killing people and all that fun stuff.
I'm familiar with it.
So anyway, there is a mod you can do to the game that will enable you to do, well, there's 2 different mods. There's one where it's actually part of the game where you get to fly a drone, and this drone can do surgical strike kind of things. They can shock people, or you can have it land on a car and explode.
Oh, great.
The other one, I know. I'm not going to do that one. The other one's really cool. You can do stuff like FPV stuff that you should not be doing, like doing bridge dives and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it sounds like fun.
So yeah, I'm gonna try that out here pretty soon.
Cool.
Okay.
So I saw you were using, what were you using when I saw you the one time? Were you using the DRL, I think, right?
So I've got DRL and I've got liftoff. On the first video that I did both of them, and I've done a little bit of FPV in the past. I mean, not much. I mean, a week or 2. And from my perspective, I think liftoff is a little bit closer to actually flying. And I'm sure there's people going to debate me on that, and that's fine. But I think it's a bit closer to the actual flying than what you would get with Drone Racing League. Drone Racing League seems to smooth everything out.
You want to know what? Drone Racing League, they're trying to actually simulate their drones, and their drones are overweight.
Yeah, their drones are overweight, and it's more for racing, not so much freestyle, just pound around. Because it's hard. I mean, I went back from Velocidrone to DRL, and it's actually hard. It's much harder. But have you tried the Velocidrone yet?
No, I have not tried Velocidrone yet.
It's a free download, I think, and I'm trying to think what I was going to say about it.
I think in Velocidrone you can actually put in the weight of a
yes,
drone.
you increase the percentage. So what I do is I contacted Velocidrone. They said all their drones are at 400 grams, either 400 or 500. I'll have to check my notes. So what I did was I weighed my drone with the FPV camera on it. Tried to pick one very similar to it. You can change the pitch of you can change the motors, you can change the pitch of the props. And then based on the weight of my drone, I just upped the percentage and then goosed it a little bit more so it felt like a rock. Because I know that's the biggest concern people have with these simulators, is that it's so lofty that it doesn't give you that real feel to it. So
and you don't get that, like when I do turns and stuff, which is my main reason for doing the simulators before I get a drone in the air. So I want to make my turns smooth as can be. I'm shooting for more of that cinematic stuff.
Curtis,
with
Curtis,
mine.
Curtis,
Yes, sir.
little steps, sir. Little steps.
Baby step.
Smooth ain't coming out at first. I call myself
my video? Have you seen my video?
Dude, that's a simulator.
I'm
Real
saying
life situation is a little bit, it's not so easy unless you tune or calibrate your gimbals. Like mine, my throttle gimbal is stiffer than my pitch gimbal. Okay. And I can tell you, trying to get smooth footage until you get throttle control, don't even worry about that. It'll come naturally.
Let me say hi to Chris Hope, because Chris said hi to me in the chat. I just got my glasses on, so now I can see.
I'd like to say, yeah, go ahead there, Curtis.
So anyway, yeah, thanks, Chris, for saying hi. How you doing, man? So Novice, you just don't know me. That's all there is to it. I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, we're talking even before the Phantom came out. I was flying helicopters. So
okay,
I got this.
All right, okay.
I got this. I know
exactly.
Actually
transitioned from helis too.
Hey,
Roger. I wasn't one of those dancing helicopter dudes.
I was one of the first guys that was actually flying the Phantom manually.
Okay.
No GPS.
Now see.
That was scary.
Well, you guys are ahead of me. I had my first helicopter in 1989. Was about 6 feet long. No electronics other than a Fatava controller, and it had a chainsaw motor. And I said, you kept that sucker in the air any more than 3 or 4 minutes, you were a hero.
I didn't say I was good at helicopters. I said I started there.
Hey, Jay San Diego's in the house. Rojo, 3X Drones.
What is up, Rojo?
Joel Mack, Chris Hope.
Rojo, how are you?
Roberto.
Newfound Drone Productions, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Nice seeing you here. Rag, how you say your name again? How you say his name again there?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Rag.
Narok. FPV, how you doing?
And Menomina is here.
Isn't that from
Thor?
One of those
Thor, Marvel. Thor.
Yeah, Marvel things.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a link.
Hey.
So this Grand Theft Auto thing that I was talking about, I'm gonna throw a video link down here so you guys can check it out and see what it looks like. It looks like pretty much fun because you can fly over cars and not get in trouble. You can do bridge dives. You cannot get in trouble. And he says that right in the video. He goes, here's all the things you can't do in real life.
Wait a minute.
Have at it.
I do that now.
Oh,
just kidding.
One of our finest at the school administration setting a fine example.
Just kidding.
The views and expressions heard here tonight are not necessarily the views and expression of everyone on the panel.
So
Robert,
you guys like my
Robert?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Paul.
I said to Robert, as I wondered if he was coming in or not. Rojo.
I sent them 2 links, so he should be coming in
about a half an hour.
So you guys notice my video is not glitching like crazy.
Yeah.
I do not have a new video camera or new webcam.
Hold on, Curtis. Curtis.
Yes, sir.
Before you switch to FPV mode, this dude just kicked a dog.
I just did.
I'm watching this video here, man, and I know Grand Theft Auto. I used to play it. We used to sit outside the gun shop on the roof and have a guy in a car around the corner. And after you went inside to purchase your guns and weapons, we would snipe you and take your guns and weapons.
Right. I've never played the game. I have no idea. But
you're about to open up a can of whipped ass.
Well, when you go into the drone mode, I mean,
this is fat though. This is FPV. At peak, I would say this drone is moving at its highest speed, maybe about 45 miles per hour. If
the guy's using an FR Sky setup too. He's using an FR Sky receiver or transmitter.
Okay.
So he's got there's several links on YouTube on how to do this modification. I think it's much more. I mean, he's diving tunnels. He's going through.
Now I see him diving a helicopter right now.
Oh yeah, he's when he's talking about it, he says we're doing all the things that you can't do including smashing into a helicopter.
He just talked. Yeah, he's hitting a helicopter.
And he's saying, and just like in real life, you're not really going to do any damage, but we're not going to talk about that.
Well, unfortunately, my Grand Theft Auto days are over, but that looks pretty hot, though.
It's not that. I think it's like $10 on stream.
Oh, okay.
Now you have to have the game, and then you buy the mod, or you download the mod. Or
you have to have the game, and the mod is free.
Rojo is not coming on because he has company.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he has company, but coming soon.
Okay.
So real quick on the glitch thing, and this kind of applies to everybody that uses Windows. On the latest Windows update, it reset a few of my settings, and the computer that I use is not, I have two of them. The one I'm using for my live stream stuff is the one with the multi-graphics card.
What operating system is that?
Windows 10.
Okay.
Latest version. So what it did was it went from a high performance setting to a moderated performance setting, and it did it overnight. I set it for automatic updates, and one of the things that it does under moderated performance is it goes into your USB outputs and it selects those as not 100% power. So I was glitching because I was not getting 100% power to the USB outlets. It was conserving power for the graphics card. Well, I have a 1,000 watt power supply, so I don't have any problems with power. So I had to go back in and untick all those when I updated to the latest version of Windows, and that fixed everything.
Okay.
So I bet the guys at the computer repair places just love that.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a couple of YouTube videos where they're talking about it. Everybody's upset because it's happening. They're like, "What the heck is going on here?" And then, "Oh, here's the fix." And
well, that happened with the transmitters there a while back. They did an update, and everybody's Tyrannuses wouldn't work on their simulators because of the update. You had to go in and hit some switches and stuff and go backtrack one of the settings.
Oh wow, it just glitched. What the hell?
The machine didn't like you saying bad things about it.
I'm thinking that may be it. Yeah, it glitched just once just then. Well, I unticked all the boxes, so I should be getting 100% power to all my USB outputs. Yeah, I just saw them watching the feed over here, and it just glitched for a second. Oh well. So other than that, how's everybody doing this evening?
I'm okay. I'm just trying to stay up late because I'm going to gain an hour. So if I go to sleep at 10:30, 11 o'clock, instead of getting up at 4 or 5, I'll be getting up a little early.
3 or 4.
Throws everybody off.
Yeah.
Well, this morning I was supposed to meet up with a friend of mine and take the sub out, but I ran into some problems with the sub, the ROV that I have.
What happened?
So when you take this thing out and you go dive with it, the very first thing you're supposed to do when you're done is bring it back and give it a nice bath, especially when you put it in salt water.
Salt water, yeah.
Or if you put it into a swimming pool with all the chlorine in it, you don't want those motors to gummy up.
Yeah.
And then you need one of these tools to make sure you get all the seaweed out. And I did all that, but I didn't let it dry. And I should have used, they suggest compressed air to blow that water out, make sure it's dry before you put it away and spin the motors.
Yep.
So this morning when I got up and I was charging it to go out, I spun the motors and they were like just a little catch to them. So I contacted the guys at Chasing and they said, "Oh yeah, you let it sit for a couple of weeks. You probably put it away when it was still wet." So I had to go get some WD-40, put that in there, then spray that out, let it dry out again. And then after it dried out, put some silicone spray in there to protect it. So I got it up and running again.
Okay, that's good.
But I missed my window. Worked on that all day.
You're pretty cold down there?
Who here?
Yeah.
Oh, my wife is she doesn't like heat.
Okay.
So she turns the heat way down.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Like,
Hell
what do
no.
you mean way down, Curtis?
Like she turns it off.
Oh, see, right now
Because-
you're crying out for a he shed.
Yep.
You need a he shed because I'm gonna tell you right now, I was born in December and I do not like the freaking cold. I know what it is to be walking down the street like Antarctica and having icicles on your mustache and beard. I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I like
Don't
that.
it.
I've got one of those filter heaters here, but I need to buy a filter for it before I start using it again. Just the cold snuck up on us.
Dude, we changed our filters yesterday and we had heat this morning. Only because there's a cold spree here in New York, and hopefully tomorrow it will hit about 60 degrees.
Well, Lawrence, you saw my post on Facebook. We had 2 weeks of fall, and then all of a sudden we're into winter.
Yeah.
I was expecting more fall, less winter.
Well, that's what happened with the summer. It was cold, and then all of a sudden hot.
I got a gas fireplace in the deck room, and it's on its own thermostat, and it's running all the time. Keeps that room about 75 degrees.
The wife doesn't like paying that bill.
Somebody's in a chat for you, Paul.
Well, I'm going to tell you how much I don't like the cold. In the winter,
Joshua.
my house is warm enough in the winter during a blizzard. I can sleep on top of the covers.
I call him Joshua. His Josiah is his name, but I kind of tease him, and he doesn't like that. Josiah, how are you?
Wait, Paul, you tease?
Yeah, I am not known.
I can't believe that.
Oh, I know.
I can't believe it either.
Yep.
So what was the controversy? I kind of caught part of it where Paul was talking to somebody on the phone this morning, and then I was like, well, I can't do this. I gotta go work on this sub thing, get it running. What was the controversy that was going on?
We ordered from Amazon a backpack for Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Roger turned around and ordered from Amazon on his own, not attached to the order, a little thing that allows you to attach drones to that backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
He got that, and it had the same shipping numbers and tracking numbers that I had on the backpack that I ordered, and they said that it was delivered.
Yeah.
So 2 separate deliveries, but they're going to the same address.
Yeah.
From 2 different companies.
Right.
And so Amazon in tracking says that the backpack was delivered. And Roger got a little envelope that was like about that big.
That ain't no backpack.
I got this little envelope
That's one heck of a backpack.
with the number at the bottom here.
Kim should have a pretty easy time with that. That's a nice
this-
backpack.
This is what we ordered, and it has the same number down here.
Tracking number.
How in the heck did?
We don't know.
You got to play those numbers in the next lottery.
Well, and not to disparage Amazon Canada, but that's who I'm dealing with. Because Amazon US doesn't deal with Amazon Canada. It's separate.
Yeah.
Why would they?
Yeah, that backpack was ordered.
This is why I'm not a millionaire, because I don't understand why they're separate.
And that backpack was ordered on September the 26th, was it, Roger?
Yeah, I think so.
You guys see my little scroll down here at the bottom right,
Yep.
where it says all I want for Christmas is a Mavic Mini?
Why?
Because I'm not going to buy it.
What's it say? It says subscribe and hit that notification.
Bell.
What's that?
If you want to win a free Mavic Pro Mini.
Oh, yeah. From,
There you go.
yeah, he's giving away a free one.
I don't think it says that.
Merry Christmas. Hell, man, you're way ahead of time.
Saigon is giving one away, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a giveaway on,
Yes, he is.
on his Facebook.
My wife asked me last night, we were laying in bed, and she goes, so what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy a Mavic Mini, but that's one possibility. I mean, it's pretty darn inexpensive. I watched, oh God, I'm at a loss for words today. I can't believe this. Who's the guy in New York City? He's in California now. Casey Neistat. I watched his review of it, and he nailed it as far as what the drone is good for. I mean, it's just for entry level folks to get in there.
You know what it is?
But he was also showing off the footage, and I was like, well, it's not that bad for what it is.
To be honest, it's the successor to the Spark. The reason they came up with the Spark was to get women and females who like taking selfies into drones. The Spark was a major fail, and now they've come out with this Mavic Mini. And if you notice in the advertisement where they say fly more or whatever, you see women pulling them out of their purses.
Well, the only thing I would disagree with, I don't think the Spark was a total failure. I just think that right from the get-go, everybody that had a Spark said, after the Mavic came out, well, how come the arms on the Spark don't fold?
Yeah.
I can restate that by saying the Spark was not a fail, because if it was, it wouldn't have been out as that long.
Yeah.
And it was a good bird, because there's a guy here in New York that we used to fly that thing daily. And I mean literally daily. He used to fly it 1.5 miles away. He used to smoke those batteries, man.
There's a friend of mine that has,
the batteries were so hot. And it is a good bird, and it's a great indoor flyer.
There's a friend of mine that's up in Canada that does a lot of the pipeline inspection stuff up there, and he has the Inspire 2. In fact, he has 3 Inspire 2s, a couple of Matrices, M600s. He's got, just every drone you can possibly think of. But when it came time for him and his family to go on vacation through Europe, he took the Spark with him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he could have
taken
very
portable, understandable.
He could have taken anything, and
very portable. And the other nice thing about it is that if it got confiscated at the border somewhere, you didn't care if you had a real expensive bird.
Well, I don't care, but not as much as losing an Inspire.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something kind of funny, and it actually depends on the country that you're going to, because I know a gentleman that travels abroad a lot, and he had the Mavic Pro, right? Now, one particular country that he went to was Italy. Now, they allow drone flying in some parts of Italy as long as you stay away from the Vatican, right? Going through customs, he was asked, what is this? He said, it's a drone. They said, how much does it cost? He said, at the time, he said, I paid $1,000 for it. And you know what they charged him to get it through customs? $300. He took the same drone down to the British Virgin Islands, and they asked him, what is it? He said, a cheap toy. They said, how much did you pay for it? He said, $50. They charged him $20 to get it through. So the point I'm getting at is it depends on what country you're in and what do you declare it as, because you could pass the Spark off as a toy, or you could pass the Mavic Pro off as a toy, or the Mavic 2 off as a toy. The Phantom, that's kind of hard to get away with. And most people I know that travel with Phantom 4s are traveling with them under the belly of the plane anyway. But just
I think we bored Rojo.
What happened?
He says, all right, I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
Oh, he's got company. Don't let him kill. Don't let him.
I know. He just said I got company coming soon.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he also has a Spark that he loves too.
Oh yeah, he didn't want us dissing on the Spark.
That's what it is.
Well, he just got a Mavic Air, so he's upgraded from the Spark to the Air.
All right, Curtis, in those guys, New York City, I posted a code. If you copy those numbers and search for friends in Liftoff, you'll find me. Mark, I have to get you in there into that group, because it's one of those Facebook groups that you can't get in unless someone can vouch for you.
You're willing to vouch for me?
Well,
I did.
Well, after crossing the border with Val, I mean, come on.
Oh, there you go. Oh, was that a sympathy play?
Fair warning, Mark. Val is in the group.
Oh, Lord.
And she's an admin.
Oh no.
No, so listen, she barely clicks like on anything in the group. She doesn't have enough time.
I don't think she's on Facebook that much, to be honest with you.
No, she's not. That's what I was meaning going at. But I will send you a personal invite probably in the morning, only because I'm about to get out of here and go play some Xbox while the house is quiet.
Okay.
All right. So, Mark, keep me posted with that school project.
Yeah, I sure will, man. Thanks.
I love to hear stuff like that, and have the guy that you're dealing with, like I said, contact DJI and find out about that Tello program for children.
Okay, I will definitely do that. And yeah, good luck with the what's the word I'm looking for? Good luck with your OSD and your smart audio.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay, cool.
Curtis.
Don't forget, everybody, those guys at 5 p.m. tomorrow night on our squad's channel.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Roger. Thanks, guys. You guys have a good one. I'm going to go play some Xbox, like I said.
Don't forget to set your clock back.
I don't have to. Everything does it automatically.
And you can thank Benjamin Franklin for that, by the way.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I even have one of those clocks that you plug into the wall and the signal's coming through the electricity. So,
I mean, wasn't that the original reason why we started setting our clocks back, was because of Benjamin Franklin?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
So the story I was told when I was in school was in order, the employees were coming to school too late, or not too late, but too sleepy. So what they decided to do was they came up with this idea of rolling the clocks back or rolling them forward so that they were working more during daylight hours. And it would also conserve on electricity because they didn't have to have the lights on as long. So businesses were able to save money. That's the story I was told.
Hey, Quad Farm. How you doing, Rob? Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you still got them supported because YouTube is screwing around again.
Speaking of which, I need to get hold of Hadley real quick.
I sent him an invite a while ago. He didn't come in.
My batteries and everything for my RC are supposed to be here Tuesday, and I haven't really taken anything apart. He sent me some extra parts, and I'm not sure what they're for.
In case you crash?
Well, no. Well, for instance, I got this little rinky. See this right here? I got, Mark, you might want to look at that. See that little antenna?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm supposed to fly with? Or he sent me this.
Okay, so
put that on there.
Put the quad back up for a second. Do you have the antenna for your receiver on there? You should have two sets of antenna. That might be the receiver antenna. Do you have two little antenna coming out somewhere? Was that okay? You got the plastic tubes. Yeah, I mean that's an option. I think that's supposed to be your VTX antenna, but it's probably not as good as the one that was sent to you.
Okay.
Because that should be your VTX.
So why would he send me this?
That's because that's a better one. It's good. It's got the dipole or whatever you got going around on top, so you get a better.
So this is
signal.
This is not for the goggles.
No, I mean you can use it for goggles, but yeah, I have one of those.
I think I'm okay on the goggles.
Yeah, you're good on the goggles. If you can somehow install that on your quad, you'll get a better signal off the quad, I think.
BC Drone Boy wants to know what kind of quad is it that you had there?
This is a Hadley special. Hadley made this for me because
nice.
I'm too silly to try to figure out how to do all this. I'm going to do it in reverse. I'm going to learn to fly it, and then when I crash it, then I'm going to figure out what I need to do to fix it and learn it that way.
Hey, as long as you learn it, that's all that counts, right?
Yeah. And then he sent me.
Curtis, how you doing? Long time no see, my friend.
And he sent me this, and I got to figure out how to mount this as well.
Hey, Curtis.
I think I know how to mount it.
Usually zip ties.
On the back of that quad, Curtis, there's a brass, looks like a brass fitting connector. Is that where the antenna would go? If you hold
this is some kind of filter.
Yeah.
That your VTX antenna is that little stubby thing.
Yeah.
That little white, that little white stub. No, actually, now that you mention it, that little stubby thing's your VTX antenna. Now that I see it,
so
I don't know what
this is. The antenna?
No,
this is.
Yeah, in fact, I'll show you one of my quads. Well, it's got tape.
Would that screw in or screw out, Mark?
No, it's well, yeah, it's got the SMA or whatever they call it, the kind of like coaxial connector to it.
Yeah, but I was wondering if that other antenna that he had would it screw in there if you unscrewed that.
Well, you only have you only have one.
Unscrew.
Yeah, there's only one VTX connector that I know of. So
Curtis, read what rigor mortis wrote.
Push it with a red one. That one, the one that's on, most likely came with the VTX.
Curtis, can you see this one here? It's probably the same exact antenna.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
It's the AX2 by Lumineer or something like that.
Mine says danger on it.
Oh, there you go. But this is a very good VTX antenna because I break all the ones that come out that stick out.
You guys see that where it says danger?
Mm-hmm. What about on top? What about at the very top? It says danger also.
It's just like a T.
Oh, okay. But I'm pretty sure if you follow that in, you'll see a little tiny cable connecting to one of your boards. That should be your VTX antenna.
Corey Manos in the house.
What's up, Corey?
I have no idea.
Says,
we need Hadley in here to define it. The other thing I noticed is this isn't plugged into anything.
That antenna?
No, that.
What is that? Oh, that, you know what that is? That you get them with every FPV camera that gets installed. It allows you to connect to it, puts power to the board, and then you put your goggles on, and you can do camera settings from there. So that's useless right now. That's just in case you want to set the cameras to to change it from its setting from NSTC or whatever to PAL or whatever. They're all different settings that you can change on your cameras. Low light, high light, whatever. And I'll even show you. I may even have one of those kicking around. It seems like a lot of people just throw them away because they're just happy with the way the camera's set up. I have a hard time throwing.
My next question is, why did he send me this?
Read what Corey's writing down, and the guys in the chat, you'll see.
That is your diagram for wiring. You're going to want to hold on to that. If you have a Mamba stack, that tells you what each pad is. So it's a schematic.
Okay.
So
that print is so small.
Yeah. So here if you see this right here, see that little end connects to that little camera, and then basically you have these buttons. So if you're looking through your goggle, you can go through a bunch of menu options to change your settings. You may or may not have that, but that comes with every camera. I got like 10 of these things floating around.
And then he sent me a ton of extra everything, it looks like.
Yep. Yeah, spare parts for when you break it. Not if, when.
Right, exactly.
Oh, nice.
So
if you guys thinking about purchasing anything from Hadley.
Hadley, I just talked to Hadley. He's going to come on for just a minute or two. He's having dinner with the wife, but he said he'd be right here to answer questions for you, Curtis.
Yeah, Joe Mac, the camera, I got it set on for whoever talks shows up on the camera.
Let's see. Quad Farm says AXXII by Lumineer.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Looks like a capacitor. Roger, can you put the view back to all people on screen, not one at a time, please? Joe Mac is bothered by that.
There you go. Yeah, don't forget now, YouTube's slow, so you guys got to see it in
30 seconds is the lag.
Oh, your camera glitched again, Curtis.
Yeah, I just saw that. I got to go back in and check to make sure everything's still working. Yeah, all in all, I mean, I really love working with the guy. He's a phenomenal guy to work with. He talked to me the whole time through the process. Much better than Horace RC when I bought the damn remote control through them.
What are you talking about now? For what year?
Time for that remote, didn't you?
Yeah, for it was 2 weeks. I ordered it and it was 2 weeks. I got nothing from them, and I kept thinking, oh, it shipped, or it's going to ship, and I got nothing. So finally, I messaged them, and they go, oh, we were on holiday.
What?
I go, for 2 weeks? Okay, yeah, we got another week to go. Oh, I should go work in China, where I take off for 3 weeks, like the whole country does. And then it was another 2 weeks for them to finally ship it to me, and then they shipped me the old version.
Of what? What did you get shipped that you had issues
Controller.
with? The Free Sky X Lite.
Oh, you got the X Lite. Okay.
So when you buy the X Lite from like Get FPV or somebody like that, you get the new one with the extended for the 18650 batteries, which you can find everywhere apparently. The 18500s, which is what they originally made it for, you can't find those batteries as easily. So they sent me the ends that work with the 18500. So I'm guessing they had this kind of sitting around. So I wasn't happy about that. But I contacted the guys at Get FPV, and they got me the right stuff, and it's on its way, and it'll be here Tuesday.
Get FPV is pretty good. They're pretty good. I like them. I probably do 80% of my shopping from them. Although I've been going to Pyro Drone lately for things like the Mamba Stack and although I think I got these new motors. I think I got those from Amazon though.
But I am more than happy to sing the praises of Hadley Famous FPV.
Oh yeah, he does good work.
Nice guy to work with. Phenomena FPV.
Oh my God.
Phenomena.
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 That must have been driving him crazy when everybody was calling him Mana.
About ready to put an on-off switch on here.
I've been telling you to do that, Roger.
Gonna pull a valve there and start muting people.
So
what a great name though. I'll tell you what.
So Quad Farm says, so is Curtis using OBS? You got all the widgets on your screen, but you must be in Roger's Zoom. I want to know how you do that. So it's the opposite of what you would normally do. You would normally start up Zoom, gather everybody together, and then route Zoom into OBS, and then OBS would go onto YouTube. So I'm routing it separately now. Now when I go on as a guest on a panel like this, what I do is I start up Zoom, and then I route my camera into OBS and then route it into Zoom.
So that's the OBS is providing all the extras, but
right,
then putting that into Zoom, not straight to YouTube.
Right. Well, I'm feeding, instead of just straight like you guys are feeding your webcam straight into Zoom. I'm sending my webcam to OBS and then opening up under the camera selection where it says stop video.
Yeah.
When I start OBS, I have a selection of OBS, and I can select that as opposed to my webcam.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Is it like the virtual cam that they used to have on OBS?
It's exactly the virtual cam.
Okay. So now I know how to do that.
If you do it, you do need the virtual cam.
Yeah.
Installed on OBS, and then it'll just do it automatically for you.
Yeah, I remember I used to do that a lot with Roger before Hangouts disappeared. I would use OBS for that reason.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
You have my green screen and crap like that. We'll play around with that.
So what is Rojo using for his face thing that he was doing? Has he got like Snapchat?
It's called Snapcam.
Snapcam?
Yeah, it's just that's all it is.
It's a free thing.
I'll get the link out.
But what I did find out, and Mark, you already know it because you've used it, is that you cannot have your camera on and start it up. You have to start that up first, then turn on your camera.
What, Snapcam?
Yeah.
That doesn't. It's never been an issue for me.
Well, it came up and said it was an issue, and it wouldn't.
Oh, that's interesting.
There he is.
Sorry, guys.
Your questions.
All right.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Roger.
How you doing, Justin?
I sent you a
I'm
link
doing pretty good.
I sent you a link a long time ago. Did you get my first link?
I don't know. My wife came and set this up for me so I could get on here. I was eating chips and salsa and watching some sports crap that my mother-in-law was watching and barbecuing some steaks. Like there's still steaks on the grill right now.
Oh, okay.
I was like, babe, you gotta watch this. I gotta go. She wasn't happy.
Curtis has been really positive about Hadley's famous drone building. So
Oh yeah, I got all good things to say about you, man.
Thank you, Curtis. Thank you.
Curtis,
But
How's the flying going? Did you get it bound and everything?
so I'm no, not yet.
Okay.
So I finally contacted Get FPV and I told them, hey, I'm really frustrated with this RC thing that I got from Horace RC, and then I told them what I have and everything. They said, okay, here's what you need, and they hooked me up with that really cool Fat Shark battery as well that also uses the 18650s.
Mm-hmm.
So I got about 6 of those batteries coming. The Fat Shark for my head, my goggles, and some batteries for the RC, as well as the end caps.
So you can run the 18650s.
So you can run the 18650s in there, which is what I thought I was getting. It's what I thought I ordered in the first place from Horace RC, but apparently they didn't think so. And our conversations were like, no, that's not what you ordered. And I was like, yes, that is what I ordered, but
you added it to it. I know. Like there's a section where you can add stuff to it. I'm sure you added it.
I paid a little bit more for it, and I'm like, not going to deal with them anymore. That's all there is to that. So
that doesn't make it like that's the worst experience I've ever heard of anybody having with Horace. Horace RC has always been so rock solid for me. Like, I'm sorry I suggested that place, man, because I didn't expect that to happen. You know, everybody gets a different
things
experience.
Happen. Things happen, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about it. I don't want to sit here and just down the folks. That was just my particular experience with them, so they won't get any more business out of me. That's all there is to that. But so everything is on. Should be here Tuesday, and I haven't really hooked anything up or played with anything. I just kind of set it all aside because if I start touching it and messing with it, I'm going to want to play with it. And if I don't have that RC, I can't play with it.
Oh, out of context. Not good. Don't touch it. You won't have a problem. You'll go blind. You'll go blind.
Yeah, is that what you tell your kids? Is that the story?
That's what they always told me.
So I'm sitting around here today. I was gonna go take the sub out, and I ran into some problems with that thing. I got that thing fixed up and running again. Now I'm sitting around here going, oh, what have I got to mess with? And I started pulling out the free stuff that you sent me, and I'm like, hey, what the heck is this? What the heck is that? What the heck is this?
Okay. That's go ahead.
That's where we started talking about.
Yeah, I want to know too.
So
that's a long range antenna that you can put on your goggles, so it puts the reception higher than your head.
Okay.
So this is for the goggles.
Yep. Okay, you can use it on a quad too, like if you wanted to use it for long range.
This is what I have on my goggles now.
Okay. I would definitely change the one that is on the right side there. Yeah, change that out. The other one is perfect. I always suggest using that. Are you using those goggles, or did you order new goggles?
No, these are the goggles I'm going to be using for right now.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I just had to ask. But yeah, the change out that one antenna. The other one, I use one of those as well. That's a helical antenna, and that'll give you great range. How many turns is that going down to the tip? Is it 3 or 5? Looks like 3. Yeah, it's a 3 turn.
3 turn.
Okay. Yeah, so with a 3 turn, you're going to get about 150 degree to 180 degree field of view. So anything behind you, it's not going to pick up reception. It'll be the other one, the longer one that I sent you. But yeah, everybody that ordered, I sent you a little extra stuff because I had to send a second package to you because I forgot to put everything else in it.
Right. No, I totally understand.
I threw you some extra stuff for the inconvenience.
Well, I was unaware of. I really just opened the bag up and I was like, "What the heck is all this stuff?" So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah. So now one of the questions we all had is this the antenna?
No, that is your cap, the capacitor.
Okay.
That's what filters. That's what filters everything.
That's a big capacitor.
Yeah, it's what came with the Mamba stack. It's the 1000 UF 35 volt.
I don't think let me see what capacitor I got in my Mamba stack.
I like that it says danger on it.
Yeah, danger flux capacitor. If you underneath the zip ties, it says flux capacitor.
That is really awesome.
So that's his VTX antenna then, that little stubby thing on top.
Yeah, he's got a whip antenna, and the reason I put a whip antenna on there, Curtis, is for crashing, because you're going to crash a lot, and that's why I put it inside of that. That is literally a beginner drone. I crash a ton with mine, and I have a whip antenna on mine as well. So I wanted to mimic exactly what I found to work the best.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not offended at all.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought it was like, if you look at, I used the Lumineer AX2, and I thought maybe that's what was on the back of his quad.
No. With the
okay,
these are pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And a nice addition.
The red ones won't work on your quad, but the black ones will.
Because they're clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah,
whatever,
that's
right?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
one's clockwise thread, one's counterclockwise thread.
Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to say I'm a little disappointed. I didn't get a danger capacitor with my Mamba stack.
No, I can send you a file so you can just print it on your printer.
Yeah. It goes. So basically, it goes on.
Yeah, you print it on paper, and then you put clear heat shrink around it.
Okay.
You can laminate it. I haven't gotten myself a laminator yet. I plan on getting a laminator for my designs for that stuff. Because I've got a couple other ones that I'm working with. They're pretty cool. It's kind of along the same.
I think it should be bigger. I mean, I love that it says danger. I love that it says danger on there. That's awesome.
Well, if that cap goes at the top there, if you see the cutout in it, it will blow a hole out of it. Yeah, it'll blow up. I've actually had them do that before from
So now, what is a capacitor? I mean, I understand what a capacitor does, but what does it do in conjunction with a drone?
So with a drone, you have influctuant voltages because of you hitting the throttle, letting off the throttle. So you have loading and unloading. So with that, it's actually making the voltage stay as stationary as possible, so the wavelength doesn't get too far out of hand. Because if the wave gets too far out of hand from noise from the motors or whatever else, you'll see it in your video feed.
And I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that, Hadley, and
it is a big issue.
I still I mean, I put capacitors all the time because that's what I was taught, but I know a lot of people that don't fly with them because they say it doesn't make a difference. I wouldn't know any different because I haven't tried it yet, but
the reason that particular ESC and flight controller stack comes with it is because there was not enough room on the ESC to put the more caps on it, because some ESCs come with a ton of caps to filter out these issues and to make the voltages more stable. Some of them don't come with them, and they require that cap. And the higher power you use, like I use a 50 volt 1000 on most of my builds, the freestyle and stuff.
So if you don't know if you have enough caps or not, it doesn't hurt to put one on anyway.
Yeah, if you don't have a cap and you've built a quad and it's been flying okay, and you say you crash a bunch and you get a little bit of a wobble in your motor, but it's not affecting your video because of the filtering and Betaflight or whatever flight program you're using, you will get noise though in your video feed. And there's a few different ways to do it. You can also take the power off of your VTX, because a lot of VTXs, if they're HV connected, they have a really clean 5 volt output that you can send to the camera, and that will give you clear video, and you won't have any problems with if there's a lot of noise. It'll actually filter out like 99% of the noise. And if you get noise, then that means, hey, your VTX is probably going out the back and it is giving out. So
do you have
Roger,
do you have the chat open, Justin?
I do have it.
Do I just check out what the guys are saying there?
Yeah, I see Quad Farm says he never uses a cap, but he always
Roger,
uses
I apologize if
gear.
I'm hijacking the show here.
It's okay. That's why we're here.
The other question that Curtis had was, you sent him a mushroom antenna, and he didn't know what that was for.
Yeah, that's for his goggles.
So some of the other things that you sent me, this bag of goodies, and most of the screws, I understand.
So that was an original part that came with the drone to attach an antenna, like a TBS Triumph. So what would sit is on the very, very bottom plate, and the antenna goes into that plastic plate and just sticks out through the secondary hole.
It's an antenna
It's
mount. It goes on the
it's
poles of your
plastic, yeah, but it's
yeah.
plastic, and I broke mine the first crash. It broke, and I'm like, nope, I can't give that to somebody. I can't make them have to deal with this.
This is why if you guys want a drone built, this is why you go to Hadley Famous FPV. The man thinks it through.
I have a version 2 that I'm working on, and I took it out and I purposely crashed it a bunch today. Not significant crashes where I'm trying to break the frame, but yeah, I didn't have any problems, and I like bounced on concrete. I did all kinds of. I'll be putting out an edit of everything that I did today.
Actually, in the chat, Kim says he's getting a lot of noise in his video, and I to be fair, I don't remember if we put caps on his. They came with him, but I kind of bowed out because Catch You Later and her significant other kind of like were doing like a lot of that with them. So I don't know if they put the caps on your.
Yeah, Kim, if you don't have a cap, you're gonna have to get your ESC to the point where you can basically desolder the power line going on it, and then put your cap on, and then solder your power line on top of the cap. That's like the best way to do it.
Yeah, you want to get closest to the power source, I've been told.
You want it on the plate.
Or on the plate, yeah.
And I like to put it between the power, like so that the wires fold around it underneath the solder. So it's like in there. It's a part of the power connection.
Yeah. Now I'm going to break the ice here for you, Hadley, or I should say for Paul. I know he's dying to ask you questions about his current X-Class build. He's working up to that. So Paul, this is your chance, Paul, to start asking questions about your X-Class build.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
that's secret. You can't ask questions about that on here.
Oh, okay.
That's between me and Paul.
Hang on. We got a break. We have breaking news. I think somebody from Road to Riot is in the chat. Is Swift Fox FPV who I think it is from Road to Riot?
Yeah,
Swift Fox, what's up, man? Yeah, I agree with him, man. Yeah, caps on everything. I put like on my Flight 1, I always put 2 caps on those. I don't know. It's just something I do, It's a habit from back in the day.
Next question. 2 extra wires.
I have no idea. It came in the box.
Okay.
Extra parts. Gotta love the extra
parts. It came
in
the box when I
spoken like a true mechanic.
TBS. Yeah, I have no idea. I think it has to do with their TBS stack.
Spoken like a true mechanic. Oh, these are extra parts. You don't need them.
Yeah, you don't need that extra screw.
Yeah, you don't need that.
There must be 20 or 30 screws in this little extra bag. The only other question I had, so what was this?
That is a battery protector that you can put on the bottom. So you would use the longer battery strap on the bottom of the drone.
Okay.
And you can put that in there.
Mount, yeah.
Yeah, it'll help protect the battery. If you're having like altitude control issues, it helps drastically. If you land on something sharp, it won't puncture the battery. But most batteries have like a metal protective lining in there on just that wrap around it, or plastic. Sometimes it's like a thick plastic. But I mean, to each their own.
Okay. So hey, Swift Fox, I'm a DJI guy, and I'm diving into FPV, and this gentleman here is helping me. So just so to get you up to date, I know nothing about this stuff. I'm learning about it.
Yeah, it's just a little learning curve, man. You'll get there. It doesn't take long. Ask Mark. Mark dove into.
Yeah. Well, let me be one of the first to welcome you to the dark side.
Right. I think we
so realistically,
the rabbit hole.
Realistically speaking, I understand the appeal of FPV versus DJI drones. DJI drones, you look for a subject to film.
Yes.
Whereas an FPV drone, you look for a place to go fly. And it's a lot easier, I think, to find a place to go fly than it is to go find something to film, especially when you filmed just about everything that there is in your area in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And even if you go and fly FPV at the same place over and over, every flight's different.
Right.
Every flight's different. For the pilot, you go and post
Mark,
that video.
I have a couple of pilot friends that don't want to fly the same place twice.
Yeah,
for all those guys that say,
as long as I'm flying, I don't care, and I try to make it different. I try to make it different.
If I can get out and just fly, I'm happy. I'm like extremely happy that I'm actually able to just fly.
As far as footage, people get sick of seeing the same place you fly all the time. But for me, I don't post anymore. I actually do view my flights over and over again just to see what I can do differently the next time I go there. So So
That's what I'm doing with the sim stuff on my channel. I wanted to document what I did so I can go back 3 or 4 months and go, oh, you have made progress, as opposed to, am I doing this better? You know, am I getting better at this thing or whatever? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, hopefully Tuesday, the stuff will get here and I'm going to start making some big mistakes then.
Yep.
Oh, the other thing, this, I know what it is.
Yeah.
So
Swift
when I
box.
mount it, these two need to come out.
Yes. So that mount is, I'm going to say it right now, it's a big B to get on there. Like, you are going to get mad at it. You're going to probably curse me out. And then I'm going to tell you that the trick that I found out is I took a hair dryer, or if you have a hot air gun, but on the low setting, you just want to make the TPU pliable. You don't want to melt it, but you want to make it more pliable to get the screws in there. Or the bolts, actually, what are they? Standoffs, 30 millimeter.
Yeah, so it just
standoffs.
looks like they just take those out, put this in place, slide them in. Should be good to go.
It is a pain to get them to go in straight. They'll want to turn sideways on you, like, so it's not straight like this, and it'll be like that, and you're trying to get the screw. Just do one in the front, and then try to do the back one next. And if I remember right, I use like an Allen screw, a tool, to like hold it in place, like push it all the way to the back, and then put the back screw in. The front one's the hardest, so definitely do that one first.
I think my camera's just a little. See if I can get this right. Well, I probably can't.
So Hadley, while I got you on here, I'm breaking out of my mold with my next build. I'm going with a.
What's wrong, Curtis?
Well, I was thinking it was just a little off. It's not quite pointed straight.
Yeah, wait till you're flying it and see if it feels. You'll be able to tell by.
I'm not gonna fly
motor.
straight. It won't matter.
I'm pretty sure it's straight. Like yours was the perfect one out of all of them that I built. I think yours was done the best. And I don't know why. Sometimes, like,
I just wish I need that autograph on the bottom.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be coming up to see you.
I know.
Yep.
We got to get that autograph on there.
Yeah. Even if it's January, I'm still gonna get on a plane and come visit.
Newfound Drone Productions still in the house. Hi, Bill.
So my last question: the props you sent me, are these standard props that come with it?
No, those are my preferred props. Those are a Gym Fan Hurricane 51466.
I'm going to ask you that question again.
I'm sure you're going to ask me again.
I want like a bag of 100.
Okay, 100 sets.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I order them by the 100. I'm not even kidding. Like, I got
how much is a bag of those?
Each bag costs $4.
For 100?
Yeah, well, I get a discount.
Well, yeah, you do.
100. Yeah, you gotta. I'll give you the contact information, and it's a little club that you have to pay a monthly fee to, but you can get a discount.
Is this that quad box thing?
It has to be bulk purchases.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How about I just buy them through you?
You can that too. That's fine, because I order 100 a month. So
put some dollars on it, and I'll just order them through you.
Yeah, I mean, you and I can go half seas or whatever, and I'll have the guys ship half of it to you. We'll just pay a little extra in shipping, so one half can go to you and one half can come to me. That'll work.
So SwiftFox FPV says, I'll make a video of the build. Everything is all set up to start filming. Plus, I'll be editing, so it will not be so long.
Yeah, I don't like to share my tricks of building, because some of the stuff that I know, like, I haven't seen anything about it on YouTube.
Well, proprietary stuff, that makes sense. I mean, you don't want to open your business.
Yeah,
up.
right.
Well, I've been soldering since I was like 13, and I'm almost 40.
Mark, were you going to ask something to Hadley? Ask me.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask. I'm doing my new build starting next week, and I'm breaking out of my mold of the parts that I've been using, trying to branch out a little bit. And I'm going with the Mamba stack because I helped Val and Kim with that, and I figured price was right on it. But I did a lot of research, and I don't know if I picked the right ones, but I'm curious about these. You familiar with the iFlight Zing motors?
I am. Yep.
What's your take on them?
They're a lot of money. They're a lot of money for
these are
$13
a piece.
Okay, so those are the eco version of the.
I don't know if they're the eco. It doesn't say eco on them, but they're
what motor size are they?
They are. Let's see here. Got my old eyes and need some light here. I went a little. Well, I think I went a little bit more powerful. What I usually 2306 with 2450 kV.
Okay, that's a good deal on that motor. Where did you find that?
Amazon.
Oh, like are they? They're not the rounded, are they? The new style. The Edge. Yeah, no, they're not. So they have Zings have a unique bell size, and those are still good. Like, there's nothing wrong with those.
Okay. Well, it's just I wanted to try different stuff. I'm every build has the same thing on it, and I wanted to try something different.
I think we're holding up. Hadley's getting his steak dinner.
Okay. I might have to hop away for a quick second. She's like, I flipped them, but I don't know what to do.
Whatever you do, don't overcook them.
Yeah, right. No. And they're like, I don't know, 1.5 inch thick steaks. They're huge. Like I'm gonna eat like a third of it maybe and be like, oh God. You know what I mean?
Well, the cow was still mooing when you threw it on the grill, huh?
Pretty much. Yeah. No, my mother-in-law has a friend that's a butcher, and she always goes there and gets meat for a decent price. And sometimes it's like, like the Flintstones putting the stuff on the grill.
Corey Mann will put a link in there for you if you want to check it out there just before you go.
Yeah, 10 pairs of Gen fans. Yeah, it's what, 5 sets for $15.63.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good price. I mean, definitely check it out, guys. Where I get my props, I'm going to stay loyal because I pay for a membership, and they are a little bit cheaper than that.
Is that USA based or?
Yeah, it's a US based company.
I know I'm ordering from China, but I'd rather buy it from somebody that already has it. I'd rather not have to deal with the shipping.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and I'm all about staying local, trying to support somebody that's trying to do something for themselves too. Like,
he for sure
does something similar to me, but he's got some things set up, so it's good for everybody.
Okay, so you better go take care of your steaks.
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking like, God, I gotta go do this real quick. Oh,
so take the camera with you so we can hear the sizzle.
I can. It's attached to the computer.
So it's okay. Take it with you. The sizzle is important in the steak. It has to sizzle correctly.
The sizzle or the shizzle?
Really, Paul?
When there's
really,
open
Paul?
Flame, when there's open flame, it has to sizzle correctly. No sizzle, and it's done. That's the difference between my wife and I. She likes her steaks medium rare, and I like them well done.
Oh, I need blood.
There's no doubt about it. Hadley is very knowledgeable.
I need blood in my steak.
That's my wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes a little blood in there.
Oh, you sure you're not married to a vampire?
Oh yeah. Oh, no doubt about it.
She likes it cold, and
she likes the house cold. She's very, very white. I mean, like ghostly white. She does not deal with the sun very well. I mean, I come back with my farmer's tan from being outside in the truck all day, and she's like, "What the heck happened to your skin?" And I hold it up next to hers, and she's like glowing white.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to get off now myself. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on, Roger.
Mark, it's always a pleasure talking with you.
Good luck with the FPV stuff there, Curtis, and Paul. Keep me updated on the X-Class build, okay?
I promise you, Mark, I will post not only the good flights but the crashes as well.
Well, that's what I tried to do at the beginning too. Now I just don't post anything. I don't want to post till I get better. So I'm past the sharing my trek through the dark side, and here's how I fly. And now I just need to get better, and then I'll start posting again, I think. So. So it's a lot of fun. So have a good night, everybody. Take care, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, Mark.
Take care. You take care. And don't forget, everybody, tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Novice Squads and those guys.
Yeah.
And 11 p.m. tonight, it's Val with Furball Kim. 11 p.m. tonight.
Palladium Scientists UFO. Hello.
Are we too late for Halloween?
Hey. Oh, dude. God, don't you wish you were the one to do the video with that mask? You see
that
how
was
many
me.
hits that got? Oh my Lord. When those first came out, there was a lady that posted a video of it and she couldn't stop laughing. She was dying laughing.
And
And
that
it got, I
that
think,
sent
like
the sales of this thing through the roof.
60 million hits or something like that. That's a video to make.
You know, I don't think you can plan a viral video. She was just having fun.
She was.
That's all there was to it, and that
Yeah.
because of the fun, that's why everybody watched it.
Yeah.
It was honest. It was true.
UFO Builder, what's going on, man?
Quad Farm says, Canadian Drone Hub brings more people to the dark side than Rotor Riot.
I mean, let's be honest here. We probably would compete with anybody that's helping Rotor Riot even. Like, there's a lot of us that, I don't know. I fly both.
Yeah.
I like both. They all have their own tool, like purpose, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, I build some, like today I built one that is a broad spectrum of voltages that can run on it. It can run on 4S, 5S, or 6S. And that's going to be the next run. So you can start out as a pilot on 4S flying it, and it's pretty docile, similar to the QQ190. It's not going to be as strong as the frame of the QQ190. Those are, like, I have a friend that's been flying for 5 years now, and he's only broke one. And he still has all of the original ones he bought. So that says a lot about the frame. But I'm using a Source 1 frame on the next one, and the power plant that I'm using is Flight 1. So it's a little more pricey of parts, a little more beginner easy, I guess you'd say. Like, if you have no idea what you're doing with programming a drone or a quad, you're gonna have a little bit more of a friendly experience with Flight 1, especially with like programming and stuff. It pretty much takes the reins and does it for you.
Palladian says to you, just trying to get caught up with everyone, Hadley.
Yeah, I haven't even posted a video in like a week. Like, I've been slacking on that. I've been so busy doing everything else. I just ain't got the time, man. Between family and my addiction for building drones and getting people what they need and helping people, like, I'm always busy.
Oh no, you should check out that link that Corey Mano put in. You get her link?
Well, Hadley, maybe you need to do a show once a week or so. You could be like the Mr. Rogers of the FPV.
You know, I
come in the door and say, "Hello, everybody. How are you today?"
I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like him sometimes because I'm always helping. You know, I try to share the knowledge of what I can, especially with somebody that contacts me directly. That's respectful. You know, I have no problem helping them. Like, if somebody's rude to me, you're not going to get help. But if you're nice, I will help you. You know, do unto others, kind of thing.
As you would have them do unto you. That's right.
Yep, that is right. And you know, like with you, Curtis, I keep telling you, the first day you get them batteries and you want to bind that thing, you just pick up the phone and call me. Don't hesitate. I'll walk you through it. Even if it takes us 3 hours, I'll spend the time to help you.
Oh, I'm sure it won't take me that long.
No. Sometimes there's a disconnect. Like, what always takes the longest is when somebody has poor cell phone connection, you know, where it's like every other word you can't hear them. And you're like, dude, I can't hear you.
Oh no,
I don't. You know, they're out in some remote location to go fly their drone and trying to get help.
When we're going to do this, we're going to hook up on Zoom.
Okay, that works with me.
That'll be the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
I can see what you're dealing with. Yeah,
we'll just be offline and just do this that way.
Hit that like button, everybody, please. Thank you so much. And don't forget to keep on checking. If you got everybody supported, subscribe to your channel.
Yes. Yeah, I had to.
I'll be closing down in 10 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions? Yeah, anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, before Hadley has to run out and eat some steaks.
Yeah. Missing out on whatever crap was on the TV right now.
Yeah.
I really don't care about it, but I'm trying to spend time with the family.
Yep.
I should show you guys what we have planned for Mike Roche.
UFO builder, you know, yeah, you got a lot. You're doing a lot of work right now. Yeah.
That's not good. Don't overdo it, man. Make sure you're getting your rest at night for
I
sure.
haven't seen Mike Roach in a long time.
He and Philly have got some plans.
Okay.
That involve Superman and Dr. Evil.
Michael was hysterical running around in that Superman outfit.
I would have to see what my quad is doing. Hallie, when will you be in the next video? It's actually my wife backup quad, but I can't get it to arm.
Okay. What protocol are you flying? Quad farm? Are you flying FR Sky or S bus? Crossfire?
Corey Manual RPM filter with Beta Flight 4.1 Hallie. Have you?
I don't use it.
Yeah.
I don't use RPM filtering. I don't fly D-Shot 1200. I fly D-Shot 600. And the reason I fly D-Shot 600 is because of too many times having a ESC go out after a hard crash, where one of the ESCs on like a 4-in-1 stops working. I've had a lot of single ESCs die on me that are BL Heli 32. So
Oh! Your door is opening up in the back.
that's my dog. Yeah. That's my dog. She wants to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, she says, "Where's my steak?" Your dog's saying, "Where's my steak?"
Yeah. Dad, is it okay? Is it overcooked?
Quad Farm just answered you back.
Okay. Steel PDB Kiss V1. This one's on FR Sky S bus.
Okay, so Furball's doing the show tonight. Val's not going to be able to come on, so Furball will be doing the show tonight.
Okay. Let me see if I can help you out, man. I don't know a whole lot about Kiss, but I do know that do you have any warnings on like the OSD when you're going to try and arm? Does it give you anything? Does the ESC talk to you or anything like that? I don't know if my computer's going to work here. There it goes. About to overload my computer, guys.
Well, you know, you need to go get your steaks, and Roger's going to be saying goodbye anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Wife says she needs me.
Yep.
Quad Farm. Do you have me on Facebook, or are you on Facebook? If you are, and you want to continue with me trying to help you, contact me on Facebook. Yeah, message me on Facebook. Friend request me so I don't have like that weird spam warning thing come up. No stick inputs in the GUI either. Okay, yeah. Sounds like, I hate to say this, but it might be. Yeah, I don't even want to say until I ask you some more questions. I got to get off here, guys. Thanks for having me, Roger. Paul, thanks for calling me.
Hey, thanks for coming in, because I know Curtis had a lot of questions, and I said
he's still got a bag of stuff. So Curtis, we're gonna have to Zoom. If you want to chat with me later, just message me.
Not a problem.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I got to go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see ya.
I don't know if this is live chat.
That's me. I'm going to show you guys something when we get off. When we get offline. I jumped in a little early with it.
Back, guys. Company is gone. Okay, hop on there, Rojo. We're going to do an after show anyway.
Come on, Rojo. Come on.
How you doing? So I hope Quad Farm, Hattie's going to help you out. He says if you got Facebook or whatever, invite him. He'll help you out for sure.
Okay, so that's cool. So when I turn off the camera, it doesn't show up as a pane on the live feed. Mm-hmm. We only have 3 panes up there right now. So when I turn it off, It works pretty good. I like that.
You got the invite, say, Rojo? Robert?
Hello, Robert.
You send Robert an invite also?
Yeah, I sent him an invite.
I sent him a couple too, so.
Probably just taking him a minute to come on. But everybody, I think that you guys need to be appreciative of Roger coming on here, putting the kind of time he puts in to allow everybody
sure, yes.
to communicate together and get together and answer questions. And he has a lot of great panelists on it. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the other guys.
Or even me.
That are knowledgeable, you know? And so support Roger and spread the word. You know, Roger's channel should be growing much faster than what it is, and we need to help Roger grow this channel.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I really enjoyed having everybody here tonight, so y'all take care. And on that note, I'm going to say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Remember, Roger's on tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Oh, yep. I just saw that Val is sick tonight, so Furball Kim is going on by himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis, if you want to jump over there, I'm sure you could help him out too.
Okay, there.
I don't know enough about FPV to do anything.
Okay, Jay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.